Arnold, I'm Malcolm X with a pinch of Christ. Cashes with the jab, I'm Floyd May, my defense is nice. Crafted by a Mac, I'm embedded to get the cheese. Genius with the beats, this pop art and I move with ease. Heart cold, apply pressure to form a diamond. This poetic justice, but Pac made it a form of rhyming. Get the whole noodle caboodle without boiling rhyming. Like I got a flame on my belly, reduce the stomach lining. Abstract brushes dirty, trying to blend the colors. Pray to sue the father, but human life first begins with mothers. Reaching to the stars is a constellation. I seize the moon, compelled by the sun to expel darkness. I'm leaving soon. Champion bound, this third rock, not my resting place. Judging by my actions, I wonder how he gon' rule the case. Banging the gavel, I'm fully arming in battle. Cut the head off a snake as I'm confiscating the rattle. Victory within striking distance, that's MMA. This the last straw, then back to the stables, I'm out of hay. Images in the mirror are closer than they seem. Never neglect success, I never abandon my dreams.
Play dead when the bear touch you. Prize fighter, gloves off, bare knuckle, just to drive the fear further. Till shorty grab the tissue, this gon' be a tearjerker. I'm a
champion bound, I'm destined to never see defeat. Success is in my soul, bloody body covered from head to feet. Never backpedal, my wheels spinning, I'm stationary. Exercise my spirit, strong enemy. What y'all just heard was Champions, man. Champions. Is as of right now, I don't even know exactly where to be on the album, but Champions, man, is self-explanatory, man. It's somewhere where I can really show my skill as a lyricist and really spitting, man. Like really going at it, and also express the way I feel about myself now. Because you know, Juanita is a whole story, man. So it's gonna tell a whole little story. And the way I feel about myself now is my kingship. I'm a champion. You know what I'm saying? I'm top echelon. And, you know, who gonna big you up better than yourself? So that's exactly what Champions is, man. Exactly what Champions is.
Okay. And just in case you know you missed part one, and you just tuning in, for the people, you know, give me your name one more time.
Popcasso.
And we did it at the end of the last time. Let's do it in the beginning. Where can people find you at?
They can find me at Popcasso 910 on all platforms, well, all streaming.
All social media.
There you go. Got it.
and for the people, you know, how do you spell that?
That's PAPPOP, his CASSO. I'm spelling my own name wrong. That's crazy, right?
Yeah. All right. So you said that joint may or may not be on your upcoming project. So last time we talked about you and the Marvels and Cameron London. Mm-hmm. So now you're stepping out and you're doing your own album.
Yeah.
And it's called Juanita. Mm-hmm. So what's the story behind the name?
That's my mother. She's been gone for about 21 years now, and it kind of dictate the way how I became an artist, man. I always had a lot of things happen to me when I was younger, so I just got a lot of in there that I wanted to let out, and it was one of the most creative ways to let it out. She became the muse for a lot of music, you know, positive, and not necessarily negative, but kind of somber to tell the story. But it was a positive thing because I think she would have loved to see me do something like this. It's real different. I step out in a way where I didn't step out as a kid. So I knew it would be something she would love to see. And without her, I would have never had the chance to do anything that I'm doing. So she gave me my first shot at life, man. So I feel like Juanita this fit because it became way more personal. It wasn't going to be this personal. It was just going to be a couple of tracks I put together. But you know, you get in your vibe, you make the music, and whatever comes out, comes out. Okay. Juanita.
That's what's up. And so you were just telling me off camera that one of the joints you did on the Marvels is going to kind of be remixed and be on Juanita. Mm-hmm. Potion. So yeah. Tell me about that.
Potions is going on, and it flows with the story. It flows with the story of Juanita. So, it's a struggling story, man. You know, when you're really going through something, man, and you know, you might try to find peace at the bottom of a bottle, man, and that's the potion, man. So it's a real personal song. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of real pieces in it. You know what I'm saying? For my actual life, so it's real to me, and I think it'll be real for a lot of other people. I know it will for a fact. So I know a lot of people deal with a lot of different things, and they might not deal with it in the best way. And you might have somebody trying to talk you off that ledge, and man, this. I'm just gonna take y'all for a ride. You know what I'm saying? When you really get to hear potions in the new form. So
So it's kind of almost like similar to like Kendrick Lamar, like Swimming Pool. Like I mean, that sonically it doesn't
yeah,
sound like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
But I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. And I mean, in a sense, cause his was a little. It was it was personal, but it was like because his was more on it was a little bit more positive and a little bit more indirect. Because this is Juanita is me. Like the album itself is me. I'm the person in these songs in this story. So you know, Kendrick when he wrote Good Kid, Mad City in general, he was on the outside looking at everything happen. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the focal point of a lot of his songs on that. Yeah. So I'm the focal point of all this stuff. So I'm actually living this, doing this, and it's me.
do you got like a release date that you're thinking of dropping either the single or the whole project?
Um, Definitely the single. Cause the project's still in the works, man. I mean, you know, a lot goes into artistry, the true artistry, man. And when you're really trying to make something worth it, you know, worth putting my mother's face on, worth putting that name on, something that I'm passionate about. It takes a little bit of time, but the single definitely. Um, I'm trying to get it out in the next week or so, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how these streaming services go; they have their own timing, man. But definitely, y'all gonna be seeing champions coming real soon in like the next week or so, man. So be on the lookout, man. I'll be dropping some solidified dates soon.
Me and someone that's and I don't know if you saw. Well, you said you saw the joint with me and Twank on the red couch. Have you watched those? Then?
Yeah.
So we talked about you.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen I had seen most of it, and then I didn't watch all the way to the end. So Twink had actually told me y'all talked about me, so I didn't know much about it until.
Okay. But well, talking to him, we think because I didn't know how far in you were into the album.
Yeah.
It would be dope if you dropped the album on Mother's Day, but it seemed like that might be a little bit pushing for the album.
Yeah.
I would plan. I would man. Think it would be dope if you dropped Champions on Mother's Day, or like
That
at
would
that
be
weekend.
dope. I mean that would be dope. I didn't think about that. See, that's see, everything happens for a reason. I'm here, so yeah. Cause I didn't even think nothing about it.
I don't know when y'all are watching this, but from this point right now, that give you a little bit of time to get everything the way you want it.
It really do.
Plan
It really
and
do.
then you can promote it. That'll be coming out like with the teeth and all that other stuff.
I mean, as being an independent artist, essentially, like all this is Jules dropping, so it's a big help. Yeah, because I didn't even think about that because, like I said, it wasn't as personal as what it became. So I didn't think it was gonna even be like this. But yeah, I think that would be perfect though. That would be perfect. I gotta after all this, I gotta look into that because I think that will work.
Yeah. So what else can on Juanita? What else are you? I'm pretty sure Cameron is probably one engineering it, but
Mm-hmm.
who are you getting beats from? Is there any being this
Um,
personal, or do you got any features, anything that you're thinking of?
I definitely got some features, man. Matter of fact, the single champions, man, featuring Lenny Classics. Um, uh, he's like another big brother, especially in the rap thing for me. And he's doing the hook, destroyed the hook. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, his little brother Rick G, who's also on the Marvels, uh, on another joint that me, Lenny Classics, and him did uh, called Idols. Called Idols. And he made the beat for Champions, man. So, man, we trying to make a whole little thing happen here, man. We trying to make a whole lot of in-house stuff happen. and do it with a lot of circular people, man. But a lot of the beats came from a producer named Tone Jones, man. Real dope producer. Uh, had some real good deals on some beats, man. So, and his stuff is real dynamic. I love real dynamic beats, man. And
Yeah, you're real. I remember I tried to get one of my people to get you some beats, and you wasn't really filling in. You were really picky with what you. So
well, yeah.
like, man, let me just back up.
I mean, well, nah.
I'm like,
it wasn't like that. But see, that was years. That was some years back, man. When I was stuck just coming back to rap, like I mean, cause shoot, before some years ago, you didn't even know I rap, and I had been doing this since I was like 15, like heavy, and but I had stopped, got away from it because it was a group effort, and when we got away from the group that we was kind of messing with. Shout out to Bang Out Squad for those who remember that. Yeah, man, like got away from that, stopped really rapping, and that was really street oriented. So it was a lot of stuff where some fabricated, some real, unfortunately, but uh, yeah, we did a lot of that type of stuff, and that's not what I wanted to bring back out. So I didn't know how I was going to really become an artist at that time when you really sent me the beat. So now I'm on an inspired push. So this is happening. This is happening. Any type of help is greatly appreciated with the beats from anybody, man. I mean, I'm on everything, eating everything as a lyricist, man. So it might be a little different now.
Okay, so what, like, give me a producer that people would know, like what kind of stuff do you like look for? What kind, I mean, what like if you had your dream matchup of like a known producer, what like with style beats, what would it be? Who would be? Or you can pick like a three. Like if I could have this, and this to make your quote unquote Illmatic or whatever.
That's big.
Who would those be?
I mean, it would have to be Knife Wonder.
So because of Ninth Wonder, or just because of you like soul samples?
I like I like samples in general. I like a lot of soul samples, man. Shoot, man. Now, to be real, I don't even know about current Kanye, but Kanye, when you talking about,
I mean, one that'd be funny for two different reasons because you got current Kanye would be on a similar vibe that as we talked about last time.
Yeah.
But even that, even if you're not liking that content,
yeah,
I feel like the beats are still.
Yeah. I mean, it's still solid. Yeah. You
can't front on the beats.
Yeah, man. I mean, Kanye's a beast, man. So Kanye, I mean, Dre, definitely Dre. I mean, my type of vibe. It seemed like I'm just picking iconic people, but they really do make those dynamic beats. It's not just a loop that's going. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a loop. I don't. Cause I think as an artist, I've had the issue.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of these Ninth Wonder beats are
definitely
are loops.
Yeah, they definitely.
And I mean, I met. I wouldn't say. Can I say I know Ninth Wonder? I mean, I met him. I know.
Yeah.
I know Ninth Wonder.
Yeah.
And and I still know knock, but like Threats on Jay-Z album.
Yeah.
Well, the loop.
Yeah, definitely was.
He loops. I mean, he came up on Fruity Loops.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. I mean, I think as a person that's not a beat maker though, it's like there's certain drops that just change the dynamic of what you're doing, where you're not just battling or freestyling. Because there's a difference between that regular freestyle beat and an album beat. It comes off different because I came up battling, and so in the era where Cassidy was king, so I don't want to have I didn't want to have the Cassidy syndrome where I'm just rapping, and then it's like, all right, so what's the song though?
Yeah.
Like you got a lot of bars, but where the song at? So that's kind of the thing. And the more dynamic the beat, the more creative I can be.
And that's why I'm actually working on, and I'm waiting to upgrade I was telling you about before. But one of the first things I want to do when I get that upgrade to what y'all don't see is I'm doing I'm going to do like and I'm not even going to be in it, but a whole thing like on Evolution of battle raps.
I think that's dope.
So after this, I will ask you a couple other questions or stuff.
Yeah.
Because battle rap itself has changed
drastically. Yeah.
But anyway, back on topic. So Juanita, we got the single coming. So we got Champions, we got Potions. Anything else you already know that you want to talk about far as the album, or anything that you feel left unsaid? I mean,
to be honest with you, I don't feel like a lot is left unsaid, man. I also want to keep some things in the wraps, man, so people can be surprised, man. I think because I have taken such a long hiatus from those younger years of rapping, and even trying to, people just heard a very distinctive voice on some features here and there. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep it a surprise to let people, because I think when I'm bringing, I think it is out here, but I think it's not out here. I think I bring that conscious rapper with kind of an old school sound, man. I mean, because you might as well embrace what you are with some stuff. I always get the comparisons to DMX and Ja Rule and all that stuff like that because of the way I sound on tracks and things like that. So, I bring some of that grittiness back, especially the stuff that X did. So, I bring some of that back with the lyricism and a little bit more thought provoking. So,
I meant to say this on the last one, but I remember back. I think I sent it to you. I sent it to Twang. I sent it to a couple of people. But I made my "If I Was DJ Khaled."
Yeah. I definitely seen that. Yeah, I liked it too.
One of the songs I was just thinking about is I always wanted one of the songs I picked would be doing a collabo between Lecrae and DMX. Like even if it was just Lecrae on the Swiss on the beat. And just Lecrae on the bars, but put DMX on the hook. Yeah, hey, I think that'd be perfect. That would be, but now maybe we put Kanye on the beat. Anyway, so hey, so one more time, where can people find you at?
That's Popcasso 910 on all social medias, man, and be on the lookout for Juanita, man. We coming, and Champions single coming.
All right. And thank you for coming to Red Cups.
Thank you for having me. Red Cups.
Just gave me Corona.
Man.
Red Cups on the Red Couch. Your boy Louis T, equivalent amount of Louis T. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. I should have said that on the last video.
Yeah,
I'll put it on somehow put it in there. But IMOLT podcast on YouTube. Subscribe. And eventually this will be on a digital streaming platform. So if you're not already listening to it on the digital streaming platform, search IMOLT. Show up on your Spotify's, your Apple Podcasts. Is it Apple Podcasts or just Podcasts? Your Stitchers, all that kind of stuff, streaming services. But right now this is going to live on YouTube for a while. And then eventually to get everywhere else. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, and stay tuned for
Champion bound, I'm Malcolm X with a pinch of Christ. Cashes with the jab, I'm Floyd May, my defense is nice. Crafted by a Mac, I'm embedded to get the cheese. Genius with the beats, this pop art and I move with ease.